Welcome back to Vital Signs. I am here with Lynann Weaver in studio. And before the break, we were talking about this tsunami of stress. What is that? That's when a stressor happens and then we just keep perseverating on it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And it just becomes this big monster of stress. And so we've been there for a little bit now. Please tell us, how do we get out of that tsunami of stress?
Yes. One of the fastest ways to do that is actually through breath work. So deep inhales in through the nose with extended long exhales through pursed lips through the mouth can be very calming, activating our parasympathetic nervous system, bringing us back to that state of calm. And something else that can be really beneficial for that is actually closing our eyes, shutting off the visual cues that we're getting overstimulated with constantly that just adds to our mental and emotional fatigue. And practicing that deep breathing. So are you willing to try a little exercise with me?
I don't know, folks. What do you think? Should we try this exercise? Yes, of course. Let's do this.
Awesome. So this can also be really beneficial, adding in visualization as your eyes are closed. And so if you're thinking about a project or something that's coming up, it's getting into that state of envisioning what you're really wanting as well. And so that's so important. So we're going to do just a quick little closed eye exercise. So if you want to just sit comfortably with your hands in your laps, and those of you watching this, feel free to join in. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Another deep breath in for about 6 seconds. And breath out. And this time, as you breathe in and out, just envision that you are releasing tension from your neck, that it's kind of flowing down your arms, out your fingertips, just like water from a waterfall. Take another breath in and out. And now you're releasing tension from your back and your torso. Continue breathing. And envision releasing tension from your legs, down your calves, out your toes. Now this time on your next breath in, I want you to set an intention for your next work block, your meeting, your surgery, whatever you're going into. And just picture the ideal outcome that you have for that next interaction. What words can you use? What beingness will you hold? What tone will you have? How will your body posture be? How will you engage with the people that you're interacting with or the work that you're doing? Focusing on what it's going to feel like when you accomplish your ideal outcome for this next engagement. And take another deep breath in and out. Now open your eyes. How do you feel?
A little bit of zen.
A little bit of zen, yes. So what that actually does is that by bringing you back into that place of calm and more down to your baseline, it can actually upregulate the regions of our brain that are going to be most effective for productivity, for enhanced focus, for empathy, for relatability. And so if you're in a high stress situation, it's really easy to overreact or actually cause more challenges rather than fix the challenges. And so by doing something like that, when you're feeling anxious or stressed or tense, because tension diverts energy from our body to handle the discomfort rather than allowing it to maintain purpose in our brain to help us do what we're wanting to do. And so by doing that, it gives you that conscious choice to decide where you're going to be putting your focus and where that energy actually gets directed. So that's one of the, major benefits of visualization is it helps tell our brain what is most important, and then our body follows suit. Now, if you're needing to boost up because you didn't sleep very well, or you're just, mentally or physically exhausted, there's also breath work that can help with that. And so this time, instead of taking deep, slow inhales and exhales, you're actually wanting to make it more forceful. And there are several different versions of breathwork that you can do. One of my favorite is actually a combination of a Wim Hof style breathing with joy activating activities.
Ooh,
and
like
so where this comes into play is there was a study done called the happiness advantage, where they actually found that people who are in a positive neurochemical state, so something that we would experience as happiness, elatedness, joy, exuberance, yes. When we're in that type of state, we're up to 31% more productive, 19% better at sales, which everything we do is sales. If you're trying to get your kids to go do their homework or go to bed on time, that is a sales process. Or if you're encouraging an employee or a coworker to, take on an important task and do it effectively, that's also a sales process. And something else that was really interesting to me in that study in particular was that they found that physicians are 19% faster at determining an accurate diagnosis. And so when you look at that from other perspectives, it's 19% faster at problem solving, 19% faster at making a good decision. And so when we're boosting up the energy level, we're oxygenating our brain, we're expelling more CO2, and you're creating the neurochemistry of joy and exuberance. All of a sudden, that is like a double whammy and something that you can create massive momentum from. And so for this, I'm actually going to stand up. And so if you want to join me, yes, we are standing. Move the chairs back a little bit. So we're going to, again, try to get the lymph moving while we're creating joy and activating our sympathetic nervous system through the breath work. And so this includes a little bit of being silly. So are you ready to join me in that?
Yeah, let's be silly. Join in, everybody at home.
Hopefully you can still hear me okay. But so we're just going to be bouncing and kind of moving your arms back and forth. And you're going to smile as you're doing this. And then you're going to take 20 forceful breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth, while smiling.
And bouncing. Okay.
And if you want to add another level, you can actually clamp.
Oh, we're happy clapping.
Happy clapping. So I'm going to start, and I want to be able to hear you breathe. Like if you're around somebody, they should be able to hear you. This can be a great conversation starter as well. So 20 deep, forceful inhales in through the nose, out through the mouth while we're bouncing and clapping. Ready?
Ready.
Go.
Well, that was fun.
It is fun. And do you feel more energized?
I do.
Especially after coming out of, being in that place of zen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely have that upper.
Yes. So this is something you clearly don't need very much space. You may get some conversations started with some coworkers if you're doing this in your office, but it's something that you can do literally anywhere.
Fantastic. So let's just recap all the amazingness from today, because unfortunately all good things come to an end, including the show. But you have brought to us the happy clappy breathing. I'm going to call it a happy clappy breathing. Happy clappy breathing, bouncing, clapping, smiling, and breathing forcefully to increase our energy level. We had the slow, long inhale with an even longer exhale out of the mouth to kind of bring us down with visualization to manage our stress. We had movement snacks, exercise snacks to get our blood moving. We had Qi Gong to get our blood moving. All of these things are ways that we can boost our energy and by nature of the beast, reduce our stress, increase our joy in life, and just really become even more high-performing humans. Did I miss anything?
Yes. No, that's great.
Well, thank you so much for your expertise today. If you were at home, you hopefully did that with us, but your action steps pretty easy. Let's boost our energy. It is that season. It is a little bit like limping towards the finish line at the end of the year sometimes. But these easy things that you can interject into your day, the 50 minutes of work with 10 minutes of a break, interjecting maybe one of these breathing techniques and or exercise snack. I encourage you to do that as your action step today. It's something that can be incorporated with very minimal prep time or anything else. All it is you and your body. Thank you so much. How can people reach out to you if they'd like to learn more?
Yeah. Our website is the best way to contact us. It's healthcareelevation.com.
Healthcareelevation.com. Don't hesitate to reach out. Lynann is an amazing resource, and she is working to bring you to your peak human performance. Any last minute thoughts for today?
Taking time for yourself. So many high performers or high achievers are wanting to take care of everybody else and they forget to take care of themselves. And we're never going to be able to truly care for somebody more greatly than what we take care of ourselves. And so leading by example first, scheduling in the time for their breaks, it actually makes you up to 31% more productive just by taking that little extra time. You have more energy. You can relate better to other people. You can support them in better ways. And so don't sacrifice that little bit of time for you, whether it's through a 30 to 60 minute workout or whether it's through exercise snacks, practicing self-love, doing some of the silly breath work that we just did. Don't sacrifice your well-being for pursuit of some goal that you think you have, because doing these things actually makes you more effective, more productive, and a much better performer.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And you, yes, you, all good things do come to an end, including this show. But the good news is you have got real actionable takeaways. Today is the day to take care of you. Put your oxygen mask on first. Boost your energy. Make sure that you are the absolute best that you can be, because that's how we bring the best of us to the world. Unfortunately, all good things come to an end, including this show. But the good news is we'll be here same time, same station next week. Until then, have an amazing rest of your day.
This has been a Now Media Networks feature presentation. All rights reserved.